Hello, welcome back to BLENDERSUSHI Live Nodding. In this episode, we're gonna do a little bit more explorations of Blender Metaballs using Sverchok, but this time we are using Object ID instead of using Dupli. I think using Dupli first and Dupli face should be the most efficient because they are like like instance Dupli, so they should be a little bit faster than what we are trying to do here. But however, sometimes you like this. I kind of like the simplicity of the object ID. Kind of using the real objects in the scene. Let me see. Let's see how we can use animation nodes and Sverchok together to achieve this. So okay, the plan is let me spawn some metaballs. Just use the balls. Okay, this is one metaball. Second one gonna be a bit smaller. Another one is gonna be bigger. It's just manually doing it. Okay, I'm gonna use Sverchok and then let's save this. This is gonna be ANSV Metaballs more. So this is 3 metaballs, and let's use object ID. Object ID. Let's get our metaballs. It's called meta for short for metaballs. And if we check right away with the stethoscope, we can see the name metaball. It's actually there's just little bugs here that can be fixed by a Sverchok developer at some point. Don't worry about the name. We are basically sourcing all these 3 metaballs at the moment. Now the way I do it, I usually check with the console. Let's say PPY data objects, and I'm checking. Okay, there's a camera, there's lamp, there's metaballs. I'm gonna work on one of the metaball. Oops, M ball. Okay, the name was kind of wrong here. Okay, we call it using variable myBall. Now we can change the location. Let's say check the location. Currently it says 000. We can change it to 001 or 002. Then it moves up. So location is one of the attributes that we can work on. So object ID set, plug in the object, and there's also delta location here that we can work on actually. So if I kind of use random vector value, just plug it in, it moves, and yeah, it's actually that simple. We can just give it a 3 random value, and then now they're moving. If we actually reset all of them, Alt G, they're gonna be in the center, just slightly off, I believe. Count 3. Okay, cool. So that's already working. We just gonna work using the delta locations. See, the locations is all still 000, but the delta transform is changing for each and every metaballs. For the size, we can also control. So this is for the locations. We can also do the scaling stuff. The scaling can actually be a little bit random like this, so we can have like a elliptical sphere. We can try that. I think it's the scale that we're going to be modifying. Object and random value, random vector. Maybe for the scale we're gonna rotation is Euler. For the scale, should we change it in just one direction? Let's try vector in, maybe change in X and keep the Y and Z the same. So now the scale is all kind of the same size. How about rotation? Rotation Euler, and plug in the object. For the rotation, we can use a random vector. Now they are all slightly random in rotations. Okay, cool. That's working fine. The next thing we want to do is maybe we want to use instead of spawning the metaballs ourselves, maybe we want to let's see, maybe we want to use animation nodes to do that. See, apparently we have this kind of weird bugs. Okay, it doesn't update just now, but it's okay. Go to animation nodes and then call it spawner instance. Let's try object instancer. Grab our source, metaballs, turn off always, just these three, and then instances we just gonna go use integer input. Plug this guy in. So I specify 5 metaballs. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the instance of the metaball. I wonder if they works right away with Sverchok. Stethoscope. Check our object. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, we have 5 of 6 metaballs, but we don't see any updates, so it doesn't work that way. Maybe we need to turn on full copy. Yeah, apparently we need to activate this 1, 2, 3. So I think copy full object does the job, but the deep copy, I think we need that as well. So that's how we're gonna work. I believe with animation nodes we can turn on the advanced mode here. Show in a viewport. Okay, now switch to Sverchok, and here in animation nodes we can specify, okay, maybe we want to have 20 of metaballs. Specify 20 here, and then randomize the seed. Let's see if this updates. Apparently we need to scrub in the timeline to update the metaball, so that's okay. That works with a Sverchok. For the size, okay, the scale, I think scale like this can be cool, like to have elliptical shape like this. However, it's maybe we just use random number generator, and then here we use integer range. Plug into this guy and this guy. Specify 20. Random number. Okay, let's see. 0.5 to 2.5. Plug this into the scale. The scale expecting vector. So 1, 2, 3. Here you go, random metaballs, and we can spawn it more and randomize it more as well. Scale the position. We can also randomize the position, of course. So I'm still thinking how is the best way to do this. We can imagine this is like a This is the output. This is the input. Whatever in between is the processing. So randomize input vertices. Let's further randomize the position. We can do the noise thing again, just like the other day, if you want. See, this is randomizing the scale. This is randomizing the position. Everything is interactive and still pretty fast. And then still, you can control the metaball as a one object. Change the resolutions and stuff. Yeah, I thought this is quite nice. I'm gonna save this file, save as. I wonder if we have like 100 metaballs here and then 100 variations. Update. See, it's still pretty fast. I don't know, I think something with metaballs that's making it special. It's really efficient in Blender. That's pretty interesting. That's the line is the relationship lines we can hide. It's from animation nodes because of the parenting. See, animation node container. It keeps everything neat under this guy. We can see how many metaballs we have. 100 metaballs. And yeah, very, very nice. The next thing I actually want to show you is how we can mix the color. It can be just slightly tricky actually, but we can use Sverchok to do that. Basically, the idea is we have a bunch of metaballs here, right? With Sverchok, we can also spawn like a spherical objects, and each one of the sphericals should conform to the metaball's positions and then also the scaling. So we're gonna represent each of metaballs as a sphere, and kind of using the sphere as a brush for dynamic paint of Blender, while the metaballs itself can be the canvas. By doing that, we can colorize each and every metaballs with different color. Yeah, so that's the whole idea. I kind of itching to do that. Maybe not in this live noding video, maybe in the next one. We might keep this setup anyway. So this is quite nice. I don't know if 1000 metaballs will be bad. I have a feeling that using duplication in Blender for metaballs will be a lot of efficient. So you can maybe have 10,000 metaballs and it should be pretty fast. But I don't know if we can do that here. If I say like 5,000, so now we should have like 5,000 metaballs. Blender doesn't like too many objects in the scene. I don't think, because each object is treated, each object's kind of connected to the viewport, and viewport doesn't like too many objects at the same time. So if we are using the duplicate phase, this might be a lot efficient and faster. I think Blender's gonna crash anyway. Yeah, so that's it for this live noding video. I'll see you in the next one where we're gonna colorize the metaballs and then kind of get a result where of the coloring of the metaballs per metaballs instead of a single color. Okay, thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video.